Hit out towards second. Adames brings it in. Throw on to first. In time, one away. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts? Plate Hammer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Judge is there to put it away for route number 1.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. He's out. 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 He's out.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Gregorius.
One's down to third. Hammer scoops it up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Play ball.
Standing in, Hammer. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Hit back up the middle. Gregorius is there, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Let's play ball. 3. 4. Take the base. 3. He's out. 3. 3.
So digging in now, Hammer. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Coming to the plate now, Samuel Ramos. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Samuel Ramos.
The 1-2. Ground ball
Stand
left
up right
side.
here. Stand up.
Andujar's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Yankees lead this one 6-3. Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Miguel Andujar.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. He's out.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The New York Yankees used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, game 2 of this. Digging in now, Hammer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Boston.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Number 2.
First pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1 as we are underway in Toronto. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 3-1. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry. And that's out number 1. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan?
3, out. 3, out. 3, out.
Stepping in, Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down.
Play ball. Out. 3, out. Out. 3, out. Out. Ball 4. 3.
Ready once again, Hammer. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Number 2.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Verdugo is in pursuit, and no one will track it down. Line towards center field. Lee is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Play ball. Out.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings. Scored. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be base runners on to get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
He's out. Out. 4. Take the base. 3. Out. Out. 3.
Now at the plate, Hammer hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Number 2.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Play ball. That's ball 4. Out. He's out. Ball 4. Take the ball. Out. Out.
Stepping into the box, Hammer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the belt, the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
There you go. You're here. You're here.
Wall now. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay home. Throw won't get him. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Now batting, the second base.
Stepping up to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Duffy. Tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Boston rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. We are north of the. Now at the plate, Hammer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston.
Here comes the first pitch.
Number 2.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. The guy's an RBI machine. He's got over 100 of them on the season. And that...
4-4, take your base.
Digging in, Hammer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. LeMahieu rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily, and the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Samuel Ramos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Let's play ball. 3 out. 3. That's ball 4. 3 out. 8 out. 3. He's there.
Now in the box, Hammer. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Count now a ball and a strike. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Shortstop, Samuel Ramos.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Andrew Benintendi.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. To his right, Tejeda. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Next up for the Red Sox, Hammer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Popped him up.
You're going.
Wade is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Hammer. He's tripled and doubled in 4 trips in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Samuel Ramos. In a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Lifted in the air out to left field. McKinney's there for it, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox on top. (7-4) the final finish today. Boston came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. For postseason baseball, it's game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2022 Boston Red Sox.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in game 1. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Play ball.
Digging in, Hammer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the third baseman, number 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Let's play ball. Out. 3. 3. 3. He's out.
So striding in, Hammer looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Liner toward right center. Zimmer is there. 2 gone.
Play ball. 3. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. 3. Got 3. Out. 3. Out.
Striding in for the Indians, Roger Marks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Let's play ball. He's out.
At the plate, Hammer. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
DJ.
Bauer pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. 1 away. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Weekly hit towards third. It eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Andrew Benintendi. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
The center fielder,
big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Left side,
hold on right here.
reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Into the box now, Hammer.
Now
He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Play ball. Out. Out.
Now to the plate is Javi Guerra. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. The 2-1. For a base hit here as he gets this one down. Hammer. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Play ball. 3. 4-4. Take your base. Out. 3.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top. From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. It's game 2 of the
Let's play ball. 3.
Stepping up to the plate, Hammer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Red Sox, the third baseman.
Now the pitch.
Number 2.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Hammer takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Play ball. 3. 3. 3. Out. Lay down. Out. 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 3. 4-4. Take the base.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The second baseman, DJ.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Standing in, Michael Conforto. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Michael Conforto.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Mancini. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Hammer. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series.
Play ball. Out. 3. He's out. Out. 3.
Digging in now, Hammer.
Now batting, number 2.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this.
3. 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base.
Coming to the plate now, Hammer. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Fouled away. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikes. In now for Cleveland, Ryan Healy. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a rally. This one's down to 3rd. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Let's play ball.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.